So a couple things to clear up with this comment. There are parts of it are true and parts of it that not quite agree with, or maybe not to the extent that the commenter meant to say it. No hate to this person. But anyways, here we go. The comment that northern states and northern cities were just as racist as the South is absolutely 100% true. You have northern and southern politicians who are arguing against any rights for African Americans. I mean, heck, all the way up until the 1950s and beyond, really. So to say that northern areas, especially in the 1860s, didn't hold racist attitudes similar to those in the South is completely incorrect and a utter just disregard for history. The original intention of Abraham Lincoln was just to keep the Union together. He had no intention on ending slavery in the United States, and his main goal was to have the United States stay united. On the other hand, Southern states were explicit in their call that the entire reason they are leaving the Union is because they want to keep slavery. They want to maintain their institution of slavery amongst the states, and they believe it's their constitutional and God-given right. However sick and disgusting that sounds. And you do have groups within the northern side who are immediately pushing Abraham Lincoln to say that this is a war to end slavery. He wasn't there. It takes some time to get there. You also have the establishment of the first African-American units that fight in the Civil War, who are explicitly fighting because they are using this as a way for them to end slavery, to go and end the captivity that's happening amongst their friends, family, and relatives that they know is going on in the South. And you still have a large group of abolitionists, both within Kansas and within the rest of the northern states, who want an immediate abolition of slavery and are advocating for that at the beginning of the Civil War. And really all throughout the history of the United States. Abolitionists just don't appear out of nowhere in like 1850s. They have been part of the United States fabric since its founding. There were abolitionists. They may not have been as few in number, and they might not have been as effective as we would love them to be, but yeah, there were abolitionists. And you have people who are fighting for the North who are just fighting because they want to fight the South. There are people who are against slavery but aren't abolitionists. There are people who think slavery is an unfair economic system that's giving the South more capital and is costing people jobs because they can get free labor. But slavery is the ultimate cause of the Civil War. Not a byproduct, not a also-ran. It is the cause. Every issue that Southern states want to claim the reason that they're fighting all ties back to slavery. And the South started the Civil War. So there you go. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.